We set off from a small beach at dawn. The sky was just beginning to lighten, the first rays of sunlight still sparkling on the water like glitter. The waves were gentle, the breeze soft. The air carried the scent of salt and the calls of seabirds echoing across the blue sky. Each person in the group carried a homemade spear, made from carbon fiber or wood, with a sharp metal tip attached to a stretched elastic band like a giant slingshot. The equipment was simple, but the result of hours of preparation, sharpening, and testing. I checked my diving mask, snorkel, and spear tether. The feeling was tense, like before a big match. No one said much, only exchanged looks of trust and determination. This was not just a hunting trip. It was how we sought to reclaim the wild nature of humans in the modern world. From the very first dive, I realized I had underestimated the ocean. Beneath the crystal-clear blue water was a maze of coral reefs, caves, and schools of fish swimming like illusions. Snapper, hogfish, grunnet, in all colors and sizes, but extremely agile and alert. I drew my spear, held my breath, and dived down about 5 meters. A snapper was less than 3 meters away. It was lazily swimming slowly. I stretched the band, released the spear, but missed. The fish startled and disappeared like a silver arrow. I surfaced, gasping for air. Another member also missed his first shot. The group gradually understood. Without skill and calmness, no weapon is useful. We spent more time observing the fish, learning the movement habits of each species. Some liked to hide in rock crevices, others swam in groups. Each species required a different approach. This was a game of patience. As the group began to gain some confidence with the spear skills, the unexpected happened. I was diving near a coral cluster when I saw a dark shadow swiftly pass to my left. At first, I thought it was a barracuda, but when I turned back, I clearly saw the raised dorsal fin, long body, cold bright eyes, a Caribbean reef shark. My heart raced. It was about 1.5 meters long, not very big, but still a serious threat. Sharks have excellent hearing and smell. If there is a wound, the scent of blood, or unusual movement, it will approach. I gave an emergency signal to the group. We quickly gathered, moved close together, forming a crescent shape. No turning backs, no panic. The shark swam around, about 10 meters away, sometimes coming closer, sometimes farther. It felt like it was observing, testing our reactions. Minutes passed like hours. Finally, it turned away, silently as it had come. The group breathed a sigh of relief, but no one dared to be careless anymore. From now on, there must always be someone watching. No one dives alone. After nearly 2 hours, the group still had no catch. Then, one member dove deep and successfully hit the target. A plump yellowtail snapper, brightly colored. Cheers echoed underwater. We pulled the fish up, weighing nearly 1 kg, enough for 1 meal. The group's spirit was noticeably lifted. After that, everyone began to feel more comfortable with the spear. We caught another hogfish, a few grunts, and even squid. There were missed shots, but also wonderful moments. When the fish lay snug in hand, sunlight shining on scales glittering like silver. Just as things seemed to be going smoothly, an unexpected accident happened. One person suddenly had a cramp in his calf while diving about 6 meters deep. He gave an emergency signal. His leg could no longer kick, his body slowly sinking. I and another person immediately dove down, each holding one of his shoulders, trying to push him up to the surface. At that moment, adrenaline surged, no time to be afraid. We swam while staying calm, avoiding strong kicks that might attract sharks or large fish. After nearly 30 seconds, all 3 surfaced. The person with the cramp was coughing but safe. The group paused activities, got on the boat to rest, massaged, and rehydrated. Lesson: the ocean does not forgive. No matter how skilled you are, a small mistake can cost you dearly. As the sun leaned westward, we returned to the small, sandy beach near the shore. The group laid out the catch on a flat rock: snapper, hogfish, squid. We lit a charcoal fire and placed the fish directly on the grill. No oil, no sauce, just sea salt and a squeeze of wild lime juice. The aroma of grilled fish was fragrant, smoke drifting lightly in the evening sunset. I took the first bite, sweet, chewy, richly flavored with the sea. No restaurant could compare. Not because the ingredients were rare, but because I had hunted, dived, and overcome challenges to earn this meal. Darkness gradually fell. We sat quietly on the sand, watching the waves and the first stars appear. No one said much, but everyone's eyes sparkled. Today's journey was not just about catching fish. It was a lesson in cooperation, courage, self-limitations, and how humans reconnect with nature in the most primal way. We knew we were small in the vast ocean, but precisely because we are small, we learn to live in harmony, to respect life, and to cherish every simple yet meaningful moment.